Hey, Robbie, you want me to do something? I want to do something, all right? Just kidding. All right, guys, what's going on? This is the Club of the Man, 1993, coming at you. I had to do that real quick because Robbie in the live chat said, "Hey, Mike, I'm just waiting for your live stream. Do something, LOL." Sorry again for being late for doing this live review of NXT. I mean, Wednesday nights, I had a lot I had to take care of. This has been a really busy week for me, getting ready for the holiday and just trying to get some stuff done for work and other odds and ends I had to get done also with my parents. And also, we do have another show we watch on Wednesday nights. So I was watching that first before I caught tonight's episode of NXT. And I might have said it last time on my stream, but I'll mention it again. April is going to be definitely a crazy month. There's going to be several weeks where my streams may be coming later than usual. But again, I'll do weekly reminders on that. I'll get into that by the end of this live stream and just do weekly reminders. Rob says that horrible Cena slash stroke. Robbie and Mike, how you guys doing? What's up, T and Couponer? That's right. Robbie took shots at T and Couponer in my stream last night. So to take over New Orleans, main event is set. Gargano versus Ciampa, unsanctioned. That better be the main event. Better be the main event. I mean, I won't be mad if it isn't, but I feel that nothing's going to top off that match. Nothing at all. It's going to be awesome, definitely. And yeah, Robbie, if you want to fill in a TN Couponer on the shots that you took about him last night, saying TN doesn't show Couponer, or whatever the heck you called him last night in our live stream. This is a joke, of course, but yeah. So let me get right into it. This episode of NXT tonight was a very fun episode. Robbie did tweet me and say, "Hey, you saw an A-worthy show tonight." I agree, it was a very strong show, but I didn't give it a solid A because of one thing I wasn't really that big of a fan of, and I'll get into that very shortly here. Just one thing. This one thing in the show. Everything else, if it wasn't for this one thing, this would have been a perfect show. It was just a really strong, exciting show with another match made official, a huge groundbreaking announcement that, spoiler, I knew about it because somebody spoiled it to me by accident a week or so ago. But it's okay. It happens. But yeah, so we'll get into that as well. We have a lot to talk about. We have two new big names also up here on this show after we knew that they were on their way to NXT, but they finally made their first appearances as well. Got great reactions, and I cannot wait to talk about that as well. So guys, live chat as always, keep it going there. We'll keep chatting, and we'll chat all night if we have to. So first off, let me see here. Trying to pull a Jinder Mahal here, and Mike trying to get me and Tia Coupar to come to blows over social media. That is true. I was kind of doing that as well. Hey, you were the one who took the shots at him last night, Robbie, not me. Yes, EC3. Oh, he got a really good reaction tonight. I got to give credit to EC3. Again, I haven't seen too much of his material yet, but I definitely think he's going to be a big star for NXT, especially to what he could be taking part of a takeover New Orleans. I mean, afterwards could be winning it. Anyways, but let's get started here. So first, now last week, during the week last week after last week's episode, we had Tommaso Ciampa again finally snap in the ring just about how we're getting the Johnny wrestling chance to him and the Johnny Gargano. I keep wanting to say this one friend. I had a friend in high school. His name was Johnny Jumba. Every time I say Johnny Gargano, I want to say Johnny Jumba. I don't know why, but anyways, Johnny Gargano showed up and finally, for the first time in the 9 or 10 months, got a few punches in on Tommaso Ciampa, but it was broken up because Johnny Gargano no longer works in NXT. And after the show, he was there trying to get inside to take their shot at Tommaso, but they wouldn't let him get in there. He says, "Well, at these action figures you're selling the Johnny Wrestling merchandise, and plus someone else mentioned his wife works there." So he's like, let's get inside and let me see my wife, and also maybe punch Tommaso in the face. We'll let him in. And then I think it was Friday or Saturday, I woke up and I saw there was available at the YouTube of Johnny Gargano in the Performance Center parking lot waiting for Tommaso Ciampa to show up. And he tried to chase down Ciampa, drag him out of his car, but it didn't work off as Ciampa, hightailed it and got out of it. He went through a stop sign and got out of the way. And then today I woke up And then I saw that there was another video uploaded to, well, first I actually saw it on Tommaso Ciampa's Twitter. And it was Tommaso Ciampa at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you hear some of this noise in the background. Johnny Gargano was banging on his door, trying to get into his house at 3 o'clock in the morning. Johnny Gargano just will not quit. He will not go away. He wants to just destroy his former ally, his former best friend, his brother, a man who was in his wedding, for crying out loud. Just destroy him and just, once gets hands on him. So Ciampa said in that video, point out that it was like 3:25 in the morning, saying, Regal, tonight we're going to have a few words. So this episode of NXT started off with Ciampa pulling up in front of at Full Sail, and of course in the cage test here, it quotes I can't remember if it was Tucker Knight or Otis Dozovic, which one of the members of Heavy Machinery, who was also in the parking lot whenever Ciampa was trying to track down, Gargano was trying to track down Ciampa, and one of them said, "Good Lord, it's a Ford!" But anyways, he confronts Regal about Gargano, saying, what's going on there. You gotta get control of this or whatnot, because Johnny's, trying to pretty much going everywhere. He's going to work physical therapy, show up where I work. I thought maybe Johnny was going to show up, and attack Ciampa in the parking lot or something like that. But Regal, as he realizes that what's going on, so here's what he's going to do. He's going to make a match for TakeOver New Orleans, which again needs to be the main event. And he said so. It's going to be, since Gargano still is no longer working for the company, it's going to be unsanctioned, which I hear that, the match we had last year between Rollins and Triple H was good. It was definitely a little too long, but people were telling me, though, it wasn't completely unsanctioned, because it was still treated like a normal street fight and whatnot. It was just the whole thing with WWE not being, kayfabe, the company not being reliable for anything, or not being held liable for any injury that happens during the match. So I think if people are saying, this is going to be unsanctioned, have it actually be unsanctioned, there's no decision. It's just, it goes on until someone basically just beats the hell out of the other, pretty much. And I want to see this be a bloodbath match. Have some blood in there, and maybe no music, to just go out there and just be an all-out fight and not be an actual match that has like a pinfall or a submission, I hear people saying. So I think that could be a good idea. So we have that. Now, he said, though, if Johnny wins, he's going to get his job back. But if Ciampa wins, then Gargano is gone for good. Now, with this being an unsanctioned match, and again, with TakeOver Chicago being the next TakeOver New Orleans, I really think that something's going to happen, that Ciampa is going to come out, the victor of however this match goes. Because I really think they need to have a match at TakeOver Chicago. I'm happy. I'm so glad they're having a match at TakeOver New Orleans. I think, but I feel like this is going to be more so like an angle rather than like an official, match. TakeOver Chicago, I think they need to have a match, because that's where the turn happened. And then that's where they settle this once and for all, in my opinion. So we can see what happens there. And afterwards, I don't know which direction these two are going to go, but that's what I think the match at TakeOver New Orleans needs to set up. A match, an even better match for TakeOver Chicago. As I said, we keep saying, and Robbie and T and Coupon are saying in the live chat also, and anybody else who's in the live chat, I need to look at the live chat after I get this thoughts up, but we're saying this needs to be the main event. I actually will be watching TakeOver this year solo, because I have another event going on during the day that day, so I may not make it back in time for the start of TakeOver, but I think I may do live reactions during that match, the unsanctioned match between Gargano and Ciampa, because it could easily, either this match or they have one at TakeOver Chicago. One of those two matches is going to be match of the year, in my opinion. It's going to steal the show. It could be the best thing from WrestleMania weekend, in my opinion. So that's my thoughts now. I cannot wait to see what happens. I've been dying to see these two have that match for so long. It's going to be awesome. Ciampa, though, was actually interviewed. He wanted nothing to do. The only person he wanted to talk to was Regal, and he was just on his own after that. Let's get our thoughts in the live chat going here. Let's see here. Let's go there. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, Robbie. He was awesome in Impact Wrestling. That's what I hear. EC3 was. Ciampa ran a stop sign. Yes. T and Couponer, you're right. The feud has been built right. Gargano should attack Ciampa in a bathroom. Oh my goodness, that if they would go that far, that would be epic. Yes, do that. I definitely agree with that. I'm sorry. Have Gargano and Ciampa start their fight in the parking lot. Have Gargano wait all night in the parking lot until Ciampa arrives. Once again, guys, hashtag please sign Robbie. And as the quote, my good old favorite of all time, Daniel Bryan, who said Pittsburgh was awesome last night. You're a genius, Robbie. That's why I like you. Actually, 2 nights ago, because technically it is the morning of Thursday morning. So yeah, so technically it's been 2 nights ago. But yes, hashtag please sign Robbie. Match is called unsanctioned, right? You're right, Robbie. It definitely is. Yes, hashtag please sign Robbie, WWE. I definitely agree, T and Couponer. But yeah, so I mean the Rollins and Triple H match was so good, but I do think people say that he didn't fully do the whole unsanctioned thing. But for what the match was, I still thought it was good, but definitely shouldn't have been as long as it was. But yeah, hopefully they pull out some more interesting stoppages, but I know they will. These two again, Ciampa and Gargano, are just due just to be the main event and steal the show. This could be our main event match of WrestleMania, honestly, in my opinion. Even though we have other matches that are being set up pretty darn good. And I got a Snapchat from my sister, but I will look at that later. But yes, hashtag please sign Robbie. But moving on though, speaking of EC3, let's get to this big announcement. So again, I'd already known about this because again, I didn't want to read any spoilers, but I was talking to an old friend and they accidentally spoiled this for me. But I think this is definitely a great idea. But anyways, Regal comes in. He said last week he was going to make a big announcement that was going to change the landscape of NXT. He said that NXT is going to be growing as it is, and it's imperative that they find ways to recognize top talents at all recognitions around the world. So at TakeOver New Orleans, they're going to crown the first ever North American champion. This will bring new talents to our attention, the way the UK division has brought through the championship with the likes of Trent Seven, Tyler Bate, Mark Andrews, Wolfgang, and Pete Dunne to our screens, which I thought at first the UK title was going to be kind of like the mid-card title for NXT, but it seems like it's not going to be that, but still going to be a relevant title in NXT as well for most for this UK. But the North American Championship is meant to bring people in from all around the world. And it sure did, because who would cut him off? That's right, Mr. Ethan Carter III, EC3. Got something in mind. Ethan Carter III, I'm Michael Ruggiero III. So we got something going on right there. Anyways, EC3 makes his way out there with his 1% theme song. I thought the entrance was pretty sick looking. He says he's excited to be here, and the fans agree. EC3 puts over Regal's generosity, giving him a big contract and a banging theme song, but he didn't expect to get a brand new title representing the best region in the world, North America. Regal says, though, that no one is going to be handed anything here at NXT, but he's excited for EC3 to be here as a competitor. But you will get an opportunity, along with 5 other men, which is a 6 people overall, to claim this new championship, which we haven't been revealed what the title looks like. I hope it looks good, which NXT had titles looking good. Don't be like, the Universal title. That revealing just, we all know that. And now it's the fruit roll-up of the main roster. I could use fruit roll now, actually. But it'll be EC3 against 5 other men, which they were later revealed later on throughout the show, in a ladder match at TakeOver New Orleans. And I think this is going to be another awesome match. It's stacked with a bunch of guys, which I'll get to who are all in the match. But the guys who are in this match, it's obvious at this point NXT, has a lot more talent, at one point than it did before. Before, the brand was still smaller and growing, but now it has a lot of great established talent that, yes, although some of them do not need really need a championship to get to the level they need to be for the main roster. There definitely should be like some other type of recognition to help recognize the talent more. And I definitely think, introducing a North American championship is definitely a right way to go. And I definitely think the people who are in this match are definitely well-deserving candidates, not to be in the North American championship run, but also for contender for the NXT championship as well. So this is going to help. Ty Dillinger could have easily been a North American champion if he was still down in NXT. Like Baron Corbin, I think, could have been one as well. Apollo Crews, heck, why not? since he never got to be the NXT champion. Actually, no. Apollo Crews, again, should have had an NXT champion run. Once again, we've discussed before, brought up way too early, and now look where he is. But anyways, but yeah, I definitely like this addition. I'm looking forward to this ladder match. We'll reveal the opponents as it goes along. Let me see here. I want Ciampa to return to his Ring of Honor character. I'm interested to see that. WWE should have Pete Dunne versus John Cena at Mania. Damn, that'd be awesome. Take my money, man. And Robbie says, Mike Ruggiero III equals MR3, the formula of success. I definitely like that, Robbie. Although if you want to put my full initials, MRR3, well, I'm also confirmed. So MRFR3 or something like that. But MR3 definitely is pretty smooth the way it is. But yeah, wow. Yes, that is definitely clever, Robbie. I do agree. But yes, I'm excited for this match. And again, I'll reveal the talent going forward as Kathy Kelly seemingly, was kind of stalking Regal most of the night, getting these interviews. But constantly acting like it was the first time she'd done that. So it's like, I'm just walking around seeing what's going on here. It was to the point where I thought that Regal would be like, oh, hello again, Kathy, or whatever. Because we kept acting like it was the first time they were colliding each other. But anyways, so we had a camera outside because we're waiting for the arrival of Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT champion, and his challenger Aleister Black, because they were supposed to meet face to face tonight for a confrontation. But that, of course, led to something different. We'll get to that shortly. And then we had an interview with TM61 at the Performance Center talking about their loss to AOP in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. They say Akam and Razar are hurdles they can't get over, but they're changing their attitude because they are the mighty, and the mighty don't kneel. But then, it was just one of those interviews that was meant to lead to something else completely. As behind them, we see Shayna Baszler jawing at I didn't realize it was her, but Serena Deeb was there. If you remember her from she was in the Mae Young Classic, and she was also allies with CM Punk and Lou Gallows for a Straight Society. There have been rumors of her making her way back to NXT, but apparently her and Shayna were arguing, and then Ember Moon confronts Baszler, and they start brawling again, and they try to pull them apart just to advertise their match once again for TakeOver New Orleans, which I kind of wish that match was a stipulation, because I don't know if I want to see just a third match, just like just a normal one-on-one match. I would like to. I still would like to see that become a submission match or something for TakeOver New Orleans, but I'm not sure if they're going to go with that. But I feel like that's what needs to happen, because the storyline's gotten a little bit weird, but it's still a very acceptable storyline. And I think it's time we put the title on Shayna Baszler, as I do think Ember Moon will move up to the main roster. And since Asuka most likely I think be on the SmackDown, I think she'll be winning the title off of Charlotte. I want to change my prediction from earlier when I thought of Ember Moon going to SmackDown, because I thought Asuka would be staying on Raw and facing Paige for the women's title. I think Ember Moon knows. I still think you should keep Ember and Asuka away from each other, like for now. So I'd say put Ember on Raw. So I think we'll be seeing that happening. Either after TakeOver New Orleans or by TakeOver Chicago, definitely we'll be seeing Ember Moon up on the main roster. But speaking of TM61, because they lost this team, let's get into the only thing I was not a big fan of this show, and that was the first semifinals match between, actually before that also, Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega showed up, also walked through the parking lot, but they had to wait. They're waiting for Aleister Black to show up. And let me guys tell you something. I don't know if anybody saw it on Instagram, but Zelina Vega posted some pretty fine looking photos on Instagram the other day. She was wearing some green outfit. I saw them like, dang. Had to get that out there though really quickly. But anyways, I wasn't a big fan of this semifinals match. It was the Authors of Pain taking on the Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins got some offense, and Montez Ford started screaming at I think it was Razor who was in there. They started screaming at each other how much the person wanted the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. But then Ford tagged himself out. Dawkins got a little bit of offense in on whichever one was in the ring. But around the same time, you see Montez Ford going over to Paul Ellering and trying to give him a sip from his solo cup, and it teases that he's going to take it, but he knocks it out of Montez Ford's hands. then they start arguing with each other, and then like the AOP just just made like Angela Dawkins kind of look silly a little bit. I felt, and double teamed and defeated with the last chapter for the win. I'm like, that's it. That's like all the offense you're going to give to this upcoming team. Like I wasn't a big fan of the match. I thought that I don't think AOP needs to get this far into the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I mean, I like AOP, but I'm starting to really think that they're definitely trying to, they're definitely overstaying themselves on NXT. I personally thought they should have had TM61 beat them, because they made this big hype for TM61 returning, and I thought maybe they would overcome the obstacle of Authors of Pain and Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I was like, okay, I understand why they're keeping AOP down here, because the Tag Team Classic helped put over your AOP. I mean, TM61. But then they just defeated them. I'm like, huh. I was surprised. And then they kind of made the Street Profits look a little silly tonight, I felt. So I wasn't really a big fan of this match, really. I don't know. It was just it didn't really make the Street Profits look too good, I felt, in my opinion. But AOP wins, so they were going to take on the winner of tonight's main event, which is Sanity and the surprise team of Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, who replaced Mustache Mountain due to the injury of Tyler Bate. And then we had Kathy Kelly again with Regal. If she knew who else was going to be in a North American championship ladder match, and he finalized the plans, and he put Adam Cole in the match, which I'm questioning that, though. Is Adam Cole going to be double teaming? Working double at TakeOver New Orleans because of Bobby Fish being rumored to be injured. Is he gonna be Kyle O'Reilly's tag team partner and take on the winner of either of the finals next week for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? And so that happened there, and he gets in the North American Championship match also. So I'm not sure where they're going to be going with this as well. Maybe Adam Cole will be working twice at TakeOver New Orleans, not sure. But then the Velveteen Dream came up to him, and he walks up and he says that Regal looks well, and Regal's like, yeah, I know. He says TakeOver needs the experience, and Regal agrees. And based on how impressive the Velveteen Dream has been, he's going to put him into the match. And Velveteen Dream says that it was groundbreaking that this North American title was announced, but now that he's in the match, the stage has been set. And I agree, he definitely deserves to be in this match. Let's go here. Let's go here. What would prefer to be the stipulation for Ember and Shayna, a takeover, submission, or falls count anywhere? I do agree that match doesn't need a stipulation. Do you think AOP will be on the main roster to Mania? Oh, definitely. Probably going to Raw, I'd say. Put them on Raw. I also think Sanity also has a good shot to go to the main roster also. I mean, I'm not 100% sure if they'll pull the trigger on it or not, but I think Sanity also is ready to go to the main roster. I think they've done all they can, and can also maybe put them both AOP and Sanity on Raw, or put Sanity on SmackDown. But I feel like, well, they'll be doing the Superstar Shakeup. Rumors have I heard that they're going to be doing it April 16th. I heard they're going to be doing the Superstar Shakeup. Not sure if that is true or not. But that's what I've heard rumor wise. Yeah. Let me see here. She was cosplaying as Jade from Mortal Kombat. Billy Kay joined her as Dress Katana. What are you talking about there, Robbie? I wasn't sure what you're referring to there. But TN Couponer said Adam Cole has been in a ladder match before in ROH. Yeah, I definitely think I could definitely see him killing it in ladder matches. Robbie says, which stipulation would you prefer, Mike, for the women's title match? And TN Couponer says, Robbie and Mike, how about a submission count anywhere match for the women's title? I mean, I think that would work great. These two want to brawl with each other, but I feel like maybe Ember would want to try to beat Shayna in her own game, since Shayna's the submission magician. She knows that Shayna's going to be doing that to her the whole entire time. So why not, try to have Ember try to play in a Shayna's game and have them just brawl around the arena. So yes, I'd say submissions, falls count anywhere match could be a great stipulation for this match. I like that idea. Zelina Vega, she was wearing all green. Yeah, that's right. Zelina Vega was wearing all green because she was cosplaying as Jade from Mortal Kombat. Billy Kay joined her in all blue as Katana from the same game. Yeah, thanks for clearing up. I wasn't 100% sure what you meant by that, but dang, she looked pretty darn good, I gotta say. So Mike and T and Cooper, we got Zelina Vega tonight, but you know what we're still missing? Where, oh where, guys, are those Zelina Vega ice cream bars? You know, wait for Robbie to see if he says that as well, or if he's gonna say something else, because Robbie is a freaking genius, because he's a genius, guys. That's why we all like him. I'll keep going with the review, but he'll probably say something really classy. But anyways, Aleister Black was still not arriving yet. But then we had Lars Sullivan was making his in-ring return for the first time in a couple months because he suffered a minor knee injury apparently. But he faced jobber John Silver. He beat him with the freak accident. Let's go see Lars back. And then once again, we had Kathy Kelly with Regal asking about mornings for the ladder match. So Lars Sullivan came up around the same time, and a GM welcomed him back and offered him a spot in the North American title match because he's been doing a very good job. And Lars accepts, and he vows to unequivocally inflict punishment with his hands and a ladder now. He also wants Killian Dane, as he wanted months ago, which I predicted that match for TakeOver. I think it was TakeOver New Orleans I predicted that match for, but we're going to be getting it next week. And he also says that Killian Dane's also going to be in the ladder match too. But the two of them will go at it next week. So next week we will be getting Lars Sullivan versus Killian Dane, which should be an awesome big man match. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can put on right there. Let me see here. First TK says LL, and Robbie says ice cream bars, t-shirts, 8x10s, kiss cards, trading cards. Zelina Vega can be a merchandise moneymaker. She definitely can. Dang, she can. But then we were supposed to get a match involving Dakota Kai. But then Mauro Ranallo erupted and said, we need to go outside. There's some type of a brawl outside in the parking lot. And we go out there, and we see Andrade Cien Almas just beating the living crap out of Aleister Black, pretty much for disrespecting Zelina Vega recently, making those short jokes on her and whatnot. And he's just smacking him against cars. He's throwing him into, like coolers and all other stuff there, and Vegas is cheering him on, saying that's what you get. That's what you get. They get him in through. He slams through the doors, gets him out into the arena. Almost hits him with some chair shots, yelling "Yo soy campeón," pretty much saying I am the champion, whatnot. And Black struggles to get up to his feet, and the crowd cheers for him. But Almas just has like a brutal assault on him again for disrespecting himself, and of course Zelina Vega, his business associate, as well. So I definitely still look forward to seeing the match they have at TakeOver New Orleans. It's almost exactly 1 year ago we had Andrade Almas, still a heel character trying to find his niche still, and taking on Aleister Black in his debut match. But this is a whole new Andrade Almas we have taken on Aleister Black. It's obvious Aleister Black is most likely going to win this match at TakeOver New Orleans. It is time to put the NXT Championship on Aleister Black, as he's got nowhere else to go. He needs to have his run of the NXT Championship, and then I say by the end of the year, he'll be called up to the main roster also. Don't ruin him, though, guys. So yeah, nice beat down there. Look forward to see, what happens with their match at TakeOver New Orleans. Robbie will collect them all. Well, yeah, he definitely will collect all of Zelina Vega's merchandise. Who wouldn't want to? But then we get our main event. This was a really fun tag match to watch. It was Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne taking on Sanity's Alexander Wolf and Eric Young. Great match there. A lot of great tag team moments as well from Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne working very well together. It still, is a little bit of a weird pairing because, they're both still kind of in their own elements, but they're are into respect for each other. And plus also, again, I noticed how Roderick Strong, again, was struck a little bit more of a heel side in his matches for the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. But I think him and Pete Dunne have definitely meshed very well together. I thought they had some great double teams in here. I like the sequence towards the end where Strong hit the end of Heartache on I think it was on Alexander Wolf, and then he tagged in Pete Dunne, and they kind of like a double team, like modified edition of like the Bitter End. But it's called the a tandem Bitter End on Eric Young, and so next week we'll get the finals between the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic between Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. The winners not only win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Cup, but they also get a shot at the Undisputed Era for the NXT Tag Team Championship. We look forward to see what happens there. I'm still going to kind of be rooting for Roderick Strong, Pete Dunne. I don't expect Undisputed Era to drop the tag title unless they're going to go a different route now again because of what happened with Bobby Fish. But yeah, it should be a great match. I mean, I'm going to be rooting for a Strong and Dunne because I just think AOP I really would like it would have been nice to the Street Profits get a little further in this, like just get some fresh tag teams. I just didn't understand why they gave AOP this long run, especially also the match we had tonight. I'm like, all right, guys, it's time. You got to go to main roster now. It's time. What else do you have to prove? I would like, or let's see, TM61 get a little bit of like a stronger run in this this tournament as well this time. But Dunne and Strong win. And then before we went off the air, though, we had Kathy Kelly again bugging William Regal, saying if he knew about who was the last man in the ladder match. And he tells her she's in luck. He just finalized that. I'll get him right out here. He goes inside and the door opens up. And then we see Kathy Kelly kind of like whoa. Out comes, and excuse me, I was butchering his name for weeks. But out came Ricochet. And he tells Kathy, I'll see you at TakeOver. So I'd say definitely, the deck is stacked here again with this North American Championship match. We have EC3, Adam Cole, baby. Velveteen Dream, Lars Sullivan, Killian Dane, and Ricochet. I think, all these guys have a great shot at winning it. I think any of these guys can win the title, but I'd say it's either going to be EC3 or Ricochet. And I can see them maybe having the two of them involved in a feud at TakeOver at TakeOver Chicago for the North American Championship as well. So maybe they'll go that direction for that as well. But that is how we went off the air. Let's see here. If Taker doesn't show up at WrestleMania, do Roderick Strong and John Cena. Whoo! That'd be a pretty good match. I'd pay to see that. Almas and Vega versus Cena, Nikki Bella for a future mixed tag match. Sure. And I hope we get Zelina Vega and Candice LeRae at TakeOver Chicago. I mean, they could continue to build the heat on them. Like, Vega could be making mock her for Johnny Gargano. If something, again, Again, it would be a very interesting story to see Tommaso Ciampa come out on top, though, in this unsanctioned match, leading to something very big for TakeOver Chicago. So I think, that's the case that we could also get, Candice LeRae finally, overcoming Zelina Vega also. So we'll probably wait till then to have that match as well. Good suggestions there in the live chat, guys. But I will leave the live chat open for a few more minutes, and I will sign off here. But of course, while that's going, while I'm waiting for that, guys, first off, I just want to mention again, I just wanted to well, first off, I keep saying don't expect too much more from me for the rest of this week because I have a lot going on for the Easter holiday. I go to a lot of Holy Week services. I get together with my family a lot during Easter. So I spend a lot of time with them, and I just have some other odds and ends I need to take care of over the next couple of days for the holidays, that is. I pretty much got all the work that I wanted to get done for the week since I work from home. I can work whenever I want. So I got a lot of stuff done today. So the next couple of days is just doing attending all these events and whatnot that I'm going to be taking part in. So the only other thing expect from me for this week for sure is I will record it and probably export overnight is my Road WrestleMania episode 30 edition. I will do that as soon as I sign off here. So that'll take place. And then next week, both my Raw and SmackDown reviews may be later in the night or maybe not wait till like the following morning because Monday I want to go visit some friends and that's like one of the only days I'll probably be able to visit them for a while. So I'm probably going to go visit them on Monday night. I also have a couple meetings with a couple clients on Monday also. And then Tuesday night, I'm going to be going to see Fozzy live. So my SmackDown review will definitely be a little bit later also. NXT should be fine for Wednesday, and episode 31 Road to WrestleMania. I still want to try also squeeze in 2 live streams next week. First one's going to be, I want to do the since Robbie and I have been having technical issues doing our collaborations, I do want to take a stab at the WrestleMania hidden gems idea that Robbie had for us. So I'll take a stab at that. And then as you saw last night, if you haven't done so yet, also thank you those who already have. I will do a special WrestleMania Q&A probably Friday. If not, then early Saturday morning. But I'll probably do it Friday because I probably have a better chance at getting it done then. Maybe I'll do it while I watch the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, that's next week. I will do live reactions for Takeover. For the unsanctioned match between Gargano and Ciampa for Takeover New Orleans. Sunday for WrestleMania, I might be doing a live review with Dan, but I will also do my own live review of WrestleMania also. But and then everything should still be on smooth. I mean, I just have a lot of stuff going on, a couple get me a gig or two for my job. I'm doing still editing that, but I have a couple other family events going on in April, and then at the end of the month, as I book my flight tonight, I will be out of town April 24th to May 1st. I'm going out west to visit my sister. So if I am able to still do catch up on the highlights for Raw and SmackDown and NXT, I will still try to do my live reviews while I'm out there also. So just be patient with me. I mean, I will not mention this stuff every live stream I do, but I will just throw in a reminder here and there that, hey, that's the case it's going to be. So just be patient with me. April's going to be a little bit of a crazy month because I just have a lot of things going on, both, professionally and personally. So just wanted to get that out there, guys, of what's upcoming for this channel over the next month. But let's look in the live chat here. Let's see if we got anything else here. Mike, if I was writing for NXT, I'd have Ciampa issue an open, unsanctioned challenge to anyone in the locker room and then have him assault the Johnny Wrestling section to make the statement. Imagine how savage and unpredictable he would be and will become Takeover New Orleans. Sure, I'd like that. T and Coupon also says, Mike, you're a busy man. Yes, I definitely am. Have a blessed Easter weekend. Robbie, you do the same thing. Oh, yeah, you guys too, guys. Definitely have a great Easter. I mean, I don't know if maybe you guys celebrate Easter, or I have a few friends that celebrate Passover. I mean, I celebrate Easter, so I hope you guys have a great Easter. I'm kind of, glad that Lent's come to an end because I give a pop every year for Lent, and I've kind of been craving a can of Sprite for how many days. But I usually stop my Lent sacrifice the Saturday before Easter because I get together with my family, and I usually give myself 1 or 2 special occasions, but that's where I stop. I'm stopping my my Lent sacrifice, so I can't wait to drink a can of Sprite on Saturday. But yes, definitely also everybody have a great Easter as well. Be safe, have fun with your family and whatnot. Mike, did you notice we haven't seen Catwoman and Poison Ivy on NXT lately? I think that means they're getting called up after Mania. Well, I noticed that definitely. I don't know why they kept them off for so long. I mean, the last time we saw them was I'm trying to think. Was the last time we saw them at the Fatal 4-Way for once we saw them otherwise beforehand? I can't remember the last time we've really seen it. It was definitely for Takeover for Philadelphia, but I heard rumors, and I'm not 100% true. It's not, but I heard rumors that they both got implants. It's a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true, but I did hear that rumor. I'm not sure if it's not. Tian Kupar said Vega could make a great Catwoman. Just a thought. She probably could. I definitely think she can do so. She's definitely got the character and the look to do so. But yeah, I definitely think, I'll give you guys another minute or two. I guess I'll do the plugs in there. Oh, like Jerry Lawler would say, puppies! Oh, Robbie, it cracked me up, man. Oh, boy. But guys, I think, while everybody else is getting I bet WWE gets a discount on implants. Maybe they do. Who knows? But guys, I'll give you guys another minute. So because after I check out here again, I'm going to film Road to WrestleMania episode 30 and get that uploaded tomorrow during the day. But thank you again to Robbie and T and Couponer and anybody else who may have just peeked in at this live stream here and there. And even if you're catching this afterwards, what were your thoughts on this week's episode of NXT? Again, I actually didn't mention my grade. So I thought it was a really strong show this week, but the only thing I did not like was that AOP and Street Profits match. Other than that, it was a great show, so I'll give this an A-. A- for this week's episode of NXT. Leave your thoughts about NXT in the comment section below. As always, for a click my like and subscribe on Worker Hunt on his channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy3. Again, just be patient with me as I have a lot going on in April. Yeah, also just again, if you haven't done so yet, which I thank T and Couponer and a few other people who have already done so already, if you'd like to leave your questions for my WrestleMania Q&A, I'll be doing that most likely next Friday, either during the day or I may do it while I watch the Hall of Fame ceremony. I'll do it either way then, but I'll definitely be looking forward to answering some of your questions to have some fun, guys, and kick off WrestleMania weekend. It just should be an awesome weekend to be a wrestling fan as well. Always great seeing Mike and Tia Coupar on their live streams. It's like a festival of friendship, except we don't turn on each other because we all have no intentions of just betraying everybody. Yes, thank you, Tia Coupar, for left you the question. I definitely look forward to answering the ones you left me. And actually, he's not in the live chat, but Hassan the Mighty left me a question, asking me if he's going to if I'm going to eat a Snickers bar. I am half tempted to buy a Snickers bar and literally start eating that as soon as I answer that question in the stream. So if I get a chance to get out and buy one beforehand, I probably will do that just for heck. I will bring a Snickers bar to my to my Q&A if necessary. But yes, Robbie, Tia Coupar, anybody else who's watching this, I hope you guys have a great Easter. As again, I'll have one more video planned for sure to get uploaded here before Easter, and that is my Road WrestleMania episode 30. So you guys would like to check that out. That'd be awesome. But yeah, again, guys, have a great Easter. Again, or Passover if you're Jewish, or whatever holiday you celebrate around Easter. Just have a great time spend time with your family and whatnot. Eat a lot of ham, as I usually do, and just have a lot of fun. Eat eggs. Eat a lot of shrimp or fish. If you go meatless on Fridays, as I get a pretty awesome fish fry every Friday. I got not to brag, cheap plug. But yes, guys, I will definitely talk to you guys later. And again, if you're not going to be watching my Road WrestleMania episode 30, have a great Easter. And again, make sure to leave your questions for my Q&A as well. So guys, thanks again for tuning in to this live stream. And until then, guys, have a great night. Peace.